As you can see, we're not at a storage unit. We decided to go thrifting this week. We're at a Goodwill in Anderson. And I apologize for the background music, but Goodwill was playing their radio really loud, so I had no choice. First thing I found is this brown box here. It's a cube dice game, and it was really interesting. But the problem was when I looked it up, they had it priced for almost exactly what it cost brand new when it was used. So I took a pass on that. And when I come around the corner of this shelf, I found this box up top. It's The World of Beatrix Potter. You can't see it in the picture yet. It'll show up a little bit, but it's a figurine, Mrs. Tiggy Winkle, and they had it priced for $3.99. It's a really nice collectible, brand new in the box with a certificate of authenticity, and they only wanted $3.99 for it. I looked up the comps, and it's selling online for anywhere between $15 and $19. So I decided I'd go ahead and take this one and throw it on our store. They have quite a bit of artwork here. They have some really nice artwork, but nothing I really felt like dealing with. I've got some now, and it sells sometimes, but the problem is it's real hard to box up and ship without having it break. I walked over to Paulette. She had found this Vera Bradley purse, and really nice purse. And they only wanted $5.50 for it, and it was in really good shape. So I looked it up, and the comps on it are anywhere from $25 to $35. So decided we would grab that. And she kept looking, and she finds another Vera Bradley purse here in a minute. It's a smaller one. It's almost the same color, but a different design. And they only wanted $3.50 for it. And the comps on that are like $20 to $25. So we ended up taking both of these purses. And then I decided, since we found stuff, I better go get a cart. So head over to get a cart next. stopped and checked out the DVDs and VHSs, but they really didn't have anything. Most of the stuff is all used. The few that they did have that were still sealed weren't really anything real popular or worth bothering with. So I decided to pass on them and move on down, see what else we could find. Found this really neat clock. It's looks like it's an hourglass design. It's got a clock and a thermometer in it. And when I picked it up, it was really heavy. So I looked up the brand, and it's a Howard Melton. And I couldn't find this exact one at the time, but every one that I did find online was really pricey. I mean, some of them were going, some of the bigger clocks were going for like $300 by the same maker. So I decided to take a chance on it. They only wanted $4.99 for it. And I did find it later online, and this one will sell for like between $25 and $35. So not a bad buy for $4.99. It is a really nice clock. Yeah, Paulette said she found a shirt she wanted me to look up, and so I followed her over here, and it's an Angry Birds shirt. We looked at it and looked it up online. It's not really worth that much, and it looked like the design was starting to fade on it, so we decided to go ahead and pass on that. Didn't really find anything in the glass shelves. What we did find either didn't have any marks or it was all chipped up, so didn't pick anything up there. But I did see something over here, and this lady was in my way, so I figure I'll go over here and waste a minute or two until she moves, then I'll go back and look at what I was interested in. This was actually a real nice covered bowl, had a nice lid. There was no mark on the bottom though, and when I looked at it closer, I saw that the lid actually had a couple of pretty big chips in them on the edge. So decided to put that back and leave it for somebody else. This is what I was waiting for the lady to move for. I saw this globe up on the top shelf, and it's a vintage. It's from the 1960s. It's called a Replogle, something like that, World Scholar Series. And you can actually feel like the mountains and stuff. I don't know what that's called exactly. But I remember somebody I watched before saying to pick these up when you see them because they sell really good. And I looked it up and it'll sell for about $30 and I got it for $3. So not bad, 10 times my money back, and it's in real nice shape. This man saw me looking stuff up on my phone and asked me if I could look this up for him. It's an old Labyrinth game. Didn't have the marbles with it, and he just wanted to know if it was worth buying. And I looked it up, told him that brand new he could buy it for $15 online with marbles. So he decided to pass on that. went through looking at the clothes, didn't find anything that really was worth getting. I always look at tie-dye to see if it's vintage, if it's single stitch, and anything with logos on it, but didn't really find anything here that was catching my attention today, so just continued on. It was funny, I just got through telling Paulette that this globe would sell with no problem, and then this little girl come by and she wanted it. So, guess I was right. It'll sell. And Paulette found another Vera Bradley purse. That one, the strap was pretty well worn, so we decided to pass on that and decided to head over and see what we could find over here in the shoe section. Didn't find much on this side going down through. I found a pair of old golf shoes with the steel spikes or cleats, whatever they're called, and they were pretty well worn. And then those pink Converse All-Stars, but they were pretty well worn too. So overall, the shoe section was a letdown. Usually we find some really good shoes, but we didn't today. the last place we checked here was the book section. We always look in the books to see if we can find any really good first editions or some old books that are in really good shape or anything that might be worth something. We found a couple of old books here today, but they were reprints of old books and they weren't really worth much. So we ended up leaving the book section with no books. Well, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment. Let me know if you like it, you hate it, just anything. Any comment is a good comment. Thanks for watching.
I'm just a girl, a wonderful girl. I'm the sweetest one in town. You can search for miles around, and not one like me can be found. I've got a smile, a wonderful smile, and a certain little way. And every time the boys get near me, they look at me and say, red hot mama, you're the one we need. Red hot mama, some charmer, yes indeed. They say that I should be in the follies, hot tamales. They say that I've got a pair of eyes, just like old Bengali's. I confess that I possess the sweetest charms in town. And unless I miss my guess, the boys all follow me around. I could make a music master drop his fiddle, make a bald-headed man part his hair in the middle. Cause I'm a red-hot mama, but I'll have to turn my damper down. but